They scream. You stay quiet. They threaten. You don't flinch. They try every button they've installed over years and nothing happens. This is not suppression. This is not pretending. This is something deeper. A mind that has learned to feel everything while being controlled by nothing. Machiavelli wrote, "A prince must have no other object or thought than war and its organization." He meant, your internal state is a battlefield. If you cannot command yourself, you cannot command anything. The tamed dog explodes when provoked or collapses when pressured. His emotions run him because he never learned to run them. The wolf does something different. He feels the anger, the fear, the hurt. But he doesn't obey them. He observes, processes, and then acts with surgical calm. Today we break down cold-blooded stoicism. 5 laws for making ruthless moves while your mind stays quiet as a frozen lake. Type cold in the comments if you're ready to stop being ruled by your reactions. This content is for educational purposes to help you develop emotional mastery. We study these ideas to protect ourselves, not to harm others. In this series, dog and wolf represent mindsets, never individuals. Law 1. Emotional triage. When something hits you, the first response is pure data. Anger says, boundary crossed. Fear says, threat detected. Sadness says, something valuable lost. The mistake isn't feeling these things. The mistake is acting from them before you've understood them. This is emotional triage, naming what you feel without obeying it. The execution. When you feel a strong emotion, pause and name it, not to yourself, out loud or in writing. I feel angry because I feel afraid that I feel hurt when. Naming does 2 things. First, it creates distance between you and the emotion. Second, it reveals the information the emotion is carrying. The dog drowns in the feeling. The wolf reads it like a dashboard. Emotions are messengers, not commanders. Listen to them. Don't obey them. Law 2. The 2-beat pause. Between trigger and response, there is a gap. Most people collapse it to 0. Reaction happens instantly. The wolf expands it. Just enough to choose. This is the 2-beat pause. 2 seconds of nothing before you speak or act. In those 2 seconds, the emotional spike passes, and the thinking brain catches up. Practice the pause. In conversation, when someone says something provocative, count 2 beats before responding. Not silent treatment, just a breath. You'll notice something strange. Most people rush to fill silence. Let them. Their discomfort is information. Your calm is power. I used to be the guy who fired back instantly. Someone insulted me. I had a comeback ready before they finished speaking. It felt like strength. But I realized later, I was just reacting. I had no control. I was a puppet, and anyone could pull my strings by pushing the right button. The first time I tried the pause, it felt unnatural. By the 3rd time, I noticed something. The person waiting for my reaction got uncomfortable. They started filling the silence, and I learned more about them in those 2 seconds than in hours of conversation. Speed is not strength. Deliberation is. Law 3. Calm ultimatums. Most ultimatums fail because they're delivered hot. When you're angry, your terms sound like threats. When you're scared, they sound like begging. The wolf delivers ultimatums cold. Not because he doesn't care, because he's already decided. The words are just the announcement. Before you ever deliver an ultimatum, decide 2 things: what you need and what you'll do if you don't get it. Then state it once, calmly, without volume, without explanation. If this happens again, I'm done. That's it. No follow-up, no defense, no repetition. The dog pleads, explains, and weakens his position. The wolf states, waits, and means it. An ultimatum delivered hot is a negotiation. An ultimatum delivered cold is a boundary. Law 4. Ruthless compassion. Here's the paradox. You can care about someone deeply while refusing to tolerate their behavior. The dog confuses love with acceptance. He thinks if he really cares, he'll put up with anything. The wolf practices ruthless compassion. He loves the person and rejects the manipulation. He wants the best for them, but not at the cost of himself. Separate the person from the pattern. You can wish someone well while walking away. You can hope they heal while protecting yourself from their wounds. The wolf doesn't hate the people he leaves. He just refuses to be destroyed by them. Compassion without boundaries is just slow self-destruction. Law 5. After-action reflection. Here's what separates the wolf from everyone else. After the chaos passes, he reviews, not to torture himself, to learn. This is after-action reflection, looking back at your responses with cold curiosity, not hot shame. After any significant emotional event, ask 3 questions. 1. What did I feel? 2. What did I do? 3. What would I do differently next time? No judgment, just data. The goal isn't to feel bad about the past, it's to perform better in the future. The dog relives the past with regret. The wolf studies it with interest. I ended a 6-year relationship with one conversation. After months of chaos, I finally sat down, said what I needed to say, and left. No fight. No tears in front of them. Just calm. People called me cold. But here's what they didn't see. The months of reflection before that moment. The journal entries. The conversations with myself. The cold was hard-won. It wasn't the absence of feeling. It was the result of feeling and choosing anyway. What looks like coldness from outside is often just the result of having done your work inside. Here's the uncomfortable question. Where do you perform calm while boiling inside? Where have you confused suppression with mastery? The dog suppresses until he explodes. The wolf processes so he doesn't have to suppress. Your shadow work. Find the gap between what you show and what you feel. Not to close it completely, but to understand why it exists. I thought I was calm. People told me I was chill, unbothered, but inside I was screaming. I just got good at hiding it. One day, after years of hiding, I snapped at someone who didn't deserve it. Not because of them, but because my pressure cooker finally boiled over. That's when I realized I hadn't mastered my emotions. I'd just gotten good at locking them in a room where they festered. True calm isn't a locked door. It's a room where emotions can visit, but never move in. If that resonates, you're not alone. The goal isn't to stop feeling. It's to stop being run by what you feel. Here's your 7-day challenge. Every time you feel a strong emotion this week, pause for 2 beats before responding. Just 2. At the end of the week, notice, did you react less? Did you choose more? If this episode cracked something open, if you're ready to stop being a puppet to your own feelings, hit subscribe. Not for more noise, because you're choosing to master what's inside. In the next video, we go deeper into the art of letting go. We're calling it strategic sacrifice, giving up pawns to capture the whole board. The dog reacts, the wolf chooses. Master the game, guard your mind.